Hi Susan, here we are in rapidweaver, and if you follow along closely you should be able to do just what I'm doing here. First of all, you're going to need to open up the themes drawer and find just what theme you're working in. For this particular one here, you can see that I've got this Moxie theme selected. That's what I'm designing in right now. To duplicate it, just simply hold down your control key, that's the key beside your option key, and go to duplicate. It will prompt you to make a copy of it. In this case, I would call it something like Randy's theme. That way, and I'm just going to zoom in on this dialog box. See, there we go. And call it Randy's theme. And I hit OK. And you can see now that it goes into this alphabetical order here. So if I scoot around to the R's, at the very front of it, there it is, Randy's theme, right there. And that would be identical to the previous theme that I had. Now I want to go, and I'm just going to zoom in on this. I'm going to go to this, and I'm going to zoom out again so you can see here. I'm going to control click in a second here, and you can see where it says reveal contents in Finder with this ellipsis behind it. I'm going to release on that, and here is that package content that I was talking about. If you take a closer look at this, and I'm going to again zoom in for clarity's sake, you can see that there's a number of things that you could alter. You in fact could alter the handheld CSS. You could in fact alter the pretty much everything in here. But that's really not what you want to do. The things you want to either focus on are in the images folder, and you'll see probably something like this saying headers or editable images. Under editable images, you can see that they've got multi-tool. And if I move between these images, you can see these are the actual banners. Do you see that? So if I wanted to edit one of these, all I'd have to do is simply take it and, oops, hold on here, I've got to zoom out again. Take it, bring it down here and open it up in Photoshop. And once it's open in Photoshop, and this will just take a moment to open. Probably should have had it open before I did the video here. Okay, and there it is, opening. Come on, you rascal, be quicker. There we go. So you can see all this happens to be is a gradiated background. But if I wanted to add something to it, I'm just going to, I don't worry too much about this particular background. I'm just going to select a color here, and I'm going to add something to it there. And now I'm going to save it. Okay, it's saying there was a program error, so it's not letting me save it, but I'm just going to do a save as. I'm going to save it with the same name, save it, replace it. Okay. Of course, Photoshop's acting hanky on me here. I have to quit Photoshop, not save that, and I'm just going to try this one more time. try multi-tool 4 instead. Drop that in there. Okay, and we'll try it with this brush again. There we go. I'm going to save it, hit OK, and close it. Okay, so now you can see over here my altered multi-tool file. Here it is, multi-tool 4, and I'll just open this up a little bit so you can see that there's my change that I made on it. Okay, done. So once I'm in here, and I'm just going to open up this file. This happens to be another project that I'm working on, and I go to my mode here. If I wanted to change that upper banner now, all I would have to do is call up my page info. Here it is. Go to my styles, go to my banner. There it is, the headers. And remember, I changed multi-tool 4, and as you can see, there's the multi-tool 4 that I did. And as I mentioned before, do you see how it's sort of like not the whole thing? It's kind of a little bit unusual. That's why you have to plan how you're going to put your images in there. Now this seems bad now, but say I went to a width of 1080 pixels and I changed my header height to the maximum. Now I've got the whole thing, right? So that's why you have to be careful that you not just fit the entire picture, but that you also, use the part that you intend to use. Okay, I'm going to put this back to where it once was, and put this back to my default, and now I'm going to be happy with that. And this is only changed in this duplicate file. So now that I'm done this, I'm going to save it and I'm finished. So that's how you do it. Hopefully this helped.